fishing. Welcome back to another Carboot pickups video, this time special silly hat edition. This morning there was a seller there selling these rather basic baseball hats for 50p each, and being as I'm having a bad hair day, I decided to buy a couple of them. So not that it's very exciting, but here's the other one, and that's it for non-gaming related pickups at this week's Carboot sale. So I managed to spend £15 this week, and although I didn't pick up anything too exciting, I did manage to pick up quite a few items. So without further ado, I shall get on with it. Now, first thing I picked up, and G-Minty Fresh, Jeff, if you want this, just let me know, because this guy sold me it for £1, and that was another box PlayStation 1. Unfortunately, not quite the same model as the one I got last week, but it is in really nice, clean condition. I've tested it, it does work. And unlike the one I bought last week, that's power, not eject, the spindle is 100% complete, which is nice. So that came with two controllers, one digital and one analog. An RF lead, which you totally wouldn't want to use, a power lead, which you'd totally expect, and as a little Brucey bonus, it came with a RGB SCART lead. So that was that for £1. I just couldn't really turn the guy down. Next stall I come up to was something of interest. I was really impressed. This is my favourite thing I picked up at the Carboot sale, without a doubt. And this was 50p, and it was Magical Drop free. I don't know what this is like on the PlayStation, but I know one thing for certain, that's on the Neo Geo AES. I've been playing this a hell of a lot, the emulated version, because this is one of the most expensive AES games money can buy. But this is boxed and complete, obviously, and it comes with 2 discs. Apparently it's a special edition, and one of the discs has got Magical Drop 1 on it, so that's quite interesting. So yeah, I was quite happy to pick that up. I should be playing that later on. The next thing I picked up was an original Xbox game, Outrun 2. The guy wanted £1 for it, so I didn't really argue with him, just paid him £1. And hopefully it's compatible with a 360. No instructions, but the condition of the disc isn't too bad. The next thing I bought was a Nintendo GameCube game, and that was Star Wars Rogue Leader Rogue Squadron 2. Now, I'm really quite a big fan of Star Wars. I've heard these are good games. It was boxed and complete, so I thought, why not for £1? Just as I was leaving the ladies' store, I noticed she had the actual GameCube for sale, and it just came with a power pack, and it's a little bit dirty, to be honest. Now it does work, because I've tested it, and I shall reveal more in a moment, but she wanted 50p for this with a power pack, so clearly I bought it. So at this point I'm walking around and I've got a GameCube game, I've got a GameCube, I can power up the GameCube, but I can't display it, until I come across someone else who's selling a GameCube. This one comes with no controller, but an instruction manual for one, a real tease, and the instruction manual for the system, and the system itself, which is in really nice, clean condition. I love black consoles, so I will be keeping this one. As you can see, I mean, it doesn't look like it's hardly been used as far as dust build-up goes. It comes with a SCART lead, as well as a power pack. Now, I've actually got some controllers for a GameCube, so I lent them to my friend, or given them to my friend, whichever way you want to look at it, to use on his Nintendo Wii a few months back, but he's not using them, so hopefully I can collar them back and get on with playing some Rogue Squadron. So this one, they wanted £5 for it, but I said we'd take £4, he said yes, so more than happy to have that, and that should be going over here on the table. Now, the next person I came up to had 3 PlayStation 1 games. Now, weirdly enough, they're all absolutely mint condition. She had quite a few copies of each of these games, so I asked her what the reason was, and actually her son used to own a shop that had gone bust. So, although I wouldn't usually buy platinum games, she wanted 50p each for these. So, the first one was Driver 2. Like I say, it is absolutely brand new. The disc is, both discs are completely perfect. She had multiple copies of this, but I just decided to stick with the one copy because, as I remember, Driver 2 wasn't as good as the first one, but don't quote me on that. Now, the next 2 games I bought up, again 50p each, absolutely battered these boxes are, but the discs are brand new, and that's Siphon Filter. I've heard great things about this title, never played it myself, but I should definitely be keeping one of these games, or one of these copies, so if anyone else is desperate for a copy of this game and doesn't mind having to replace the box, just let me know and we can sort something out. So that was those 3 games, 50p each. So, the next seller I came across, she actually had 2 items of interest, and I was pretty happy to pick up the first one, even though it's in absolutely disgusting condition. and that was this Super Nintendo. I've cleaned it up the best I can, but honestly, even this camera isn't going to pick up the amount of dirt that's attached to this particular machine. It came with 2 controllers and a lot of dead skin. They don't feel in the best of ways anymore, the D-pads or whatever, but I've been playing this morning because luckily the SCART lead that fits the GameCube, and this is probably common knowledge to most people, but not to me, actually fits directly into the back of the Super Nintendo. So with the aid of the power pack that was supplied, I didn't have to use the horrible RF lead, and I was able to play a bit of well, Super Mario All-Stars I was playing, because the system also came with 5 games. And the first one, the aforementioned Super Mario All-Stars, which is obviously absolute classic. PGA Tour Golf. No idea, somebody the chef. I did put this one on, it's like a really poor platform game with a French chef. Animaniacs, which weirdly enough I bought the box for the Mega Drive the other day for £1 off eBay delivered, because it was a Konami box with no game, just the box. So yeah, got the game for the Super Nintendo, and probably the best of the bunch was Donkey Kong Country 3. Although I've not played it, and obviously it's no match for Mario, but obviously Mario's a known quantity. But yeah, so she wanted £5 for the Super Nintendo. I said we'd take £3. She said yes, so I was more than happy for that. Now, just as I was walking away from the store, I noticed she had this. Now, I'm a massive Point Blank fan, and obviously I've just got a PlayStation again, so I was really thrilled to see this. And I looked inside the box, and everything looked hunky-dory. You know, it had the game, and it had the gun, and it had the converter thing for the TV, and all that. And in my excitement, I asked how much she wanted for it. She said £5. I said, I'll tell you what, so if you take £5 for the Super Nintendo and the Point Blank thing, she said, yeah, okay. And so I just grabbed it all and went, and here's the game. And then unfortunately when I got back and opened up the game box, there was a different game in it, Dance UK, which definitely isn't a light gun game, and left me a little bit disappointed. So if anyone's got a copy of Point Blank, you know, give me a shout. I definitely want to get a copy, especially now I've got the box for it and everything. So that's it really, that's everything I picked up from the Carboot sale. I'll say £15 spent, and not a bad day at all really. So I thank you for watching, hopefully I'll upload some more videos soon.